Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dan Coconati, and today we're going to be taking a look at the song called My Generation by Limp Bizkit. And yes, if you're wondering, I did have to get the red cap out for this song because it is Limp Bizkit. So, that being said, this song is going to be in C# standard for your guitar tuning. So that means your strings are going to be C#, G#, E, B, F#, and then C#. So get yourself tuned, and then we're going to get started on this lesson. All right, introduction and the chorus as well of My Generation. So what are we doing here? We got an E minor power chord. So what is that? That's an open, okay, on your E string, but we're tuned down. So open, second fret, okay, that's your first chord. And you're kind of chugging that and adding in some palm mutes as well to get that, that West Borland effect in a sense. So it's, right, so that's the first little chunk. And then we're gonna come on up to our 4th fret power chord again. So 4th fret power chord, so you got a 4th fret, on the E, 6th fret, and a 6th fret, okay? And you're gonna take this exact shape, so again, 4, 6, 6, slide that down now to 3, 5, 5, okay? Okay. So what are we doing there? We're just sliding again, like I said, 4th to the 3rd, and then you're gonna play that twice. So, so you're sliding down and then play it, and then to an open, and then hammer on to that 3rd fret power chord, and then you go right back to the open. So all together, you should be getting this. And then you're gonna play it for the second time, but the second time is a different variation. So, second time, joking here, it's gonna sound like this. So the only difference, instead of sliding from the 4th to the 3rd, we're doing this now. So what's the difference? We're just not sliding. So we're gonna go, so it repeats for the second time, but instead of doing the slide, it's just a 3rd fret to an open, and then right back to that 3rd fret power chord. So, and then it kind of just repeats again. So really you're just gonna pretty much jumble between the and then, right, we're gonna repeat it. All right, so our verse of this song, and I'll break down the pre-chorus as well since it's pretty simple. So this, so unfortunately, I don't have a whammy bar with my guitar. Typically, well, not typically, but the way that the song is played and the recording is you're going to be using your whammy bar with the harmonic on the 4th fret, because you're going to be hitting this and then hitting that whammy. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a whammy bar, so I'm just going to teach it to you guys. If you don't have a whammy bar, on how to play and kind of get around it with just the harmonic. But if you do have a whammy bar, you're going to play this harmonic on your 4th fret, and then whammy to add in that, again, the West Borland effect, we'll call it. So, but let's just analyze what we're doing here. So we're just doing a harmonic for the verse, literally on our 4th fret of the E. So a harmonic, if you don't know, is you're just kind of resting your finger over the top of that fret to, in a sense, get that ringing or the node sound of the guitar. So for the verse, we're doing, so kind of an open, right? We're doing an open on our E, so, and then you're gonna hit that harmonic on the 4th fret. Try to really show that. So again, you're not pressing down on the fret. you know, because otherwise you're gonna hear. But a harmonic is you're just resting it over that 4th fret, and you're gonna get that ringing sound. So again, it's an open to a 4th fret harmonic. Okay, and then we get into the, so what is that? We're going right back to the 3rd fret power chord. So you're gonna play that 3 times, I think. Rest, rest. So on the last time, before we get right back to that chorus riff that we learned earlier, you can play this kind of 2 ways. The recorded version of it really is, so you're doing that, right, on that 3rd fret, and then again. So this, on the recording, it sounds like he's getting in the, you know, so another harmonic, and I'm just doing a pinch or a bend in a sense on it, and then you go right back into the chorus. So again, it's just a 3rd fret power chord, and then just a harmonic on your 3rd fret, and bend it. The other way, which really doesn't sound that bad either, because I think this is the way that the bassist is playing it, is you could just do the, and just slide that down to the 2nd fret. Maybe you're having a hard time with the harmonic, right? And you can't. Well, I'm having a hard time here. Here we go. But yeah, you could, I mean, really, I think the recorded version is you're getting the harmonic on the 3rd fret and just bending it. But maybe that's a little hard. You could play what the bass is playing. Don't quote me on that. I could be totally wrong, but it sounds good to me if you just do a, and slide that down to the 2nd fret. But again, I would recommend doing the recorded version, right? Where you're getting in that bent harmonic on your 3rd fret. So that's the verse and the, you know, the pre-chorus, and then we go right back into that original riff, or the introduction riff that we learned, or excuse me, the, right? And then that's our chorus, and then it's gonna go right back to the verse with our harmonic riff there on the 4th fret, and then we get into the bridge section. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our bridge section, which is probably the more complex part of this song in a sense, because we actually do have a nice little riff by Wes, and you know, this is a juicy riff, so really fun. But let's just start off with the chords leading into this clean bridge, which I'm leaving the distortion on for this, because we end up turning on that distortion, you know, at some point during the build-up. So, all right, looking into the bridge, we got, so 4th fret power chord, so you got a 4, a 6, and a 6. So that's where you're starting. So and you slide that shape down to your 3rd fret. Same power chord again. So a 3, a 5, and a 5. And then a quick open on your E, and then hammer onto that 3rd. So, and then you get into the, right? So really, it's just sliding down the fretboard. So you got a 4th fret, 3rd fret, open briefly, and then to that 1st fret power chord. And that's where 3, 3. And then you get into the, all right. So let's break down this, you know, I mean, it sounds probably harder than what it really is, because it's just hammer-ons, and you want to make sure you're getting your picking hand in there quickly as well. So start slow if you're having a tough time with this this bridge section, and then try to just build up the tempo, because it's really not that bad, you know, kind of once you get the hang of it, it flows quite easily on your fretboard. So let's take a look at the notes. So you got an open first on the E, and then you got 7 to 5, okay? So open, 7, 5 on the, you know, your A. So open, 7, 5 on the A, to another open of the E, and then 5, 7 on the A. So you're kind of going down for a sec, and then going back up, so. And then you're gonna play, okay, so open, 7, 5, to an open, to a 5, 7, and then open, open on your E, and then a 3rd fret of the E, up to the 5th of the A, back to the 3rd of the E, and then open. So all together you got, and that's just a 1, 3, 1 on your E. So all together you got, and then that riff repeats exactly the same. So the only difference, instead of doing 1, 3, 1, we're just playing 1st fret. Now you can get the power chord in if you want, you know, make it sound a little bit heavier, or you could just play the individual 1st fret note. But again, so just kind of the similar idea to the chorus, you know, how we kind of had that slide originally, and then we had the second half of the same idea where you're just, in a sense, changing the second part slightly, and then it just flip-flops in between the first and the second, if that makes sense. So altogether, the bridge is this. Oh. Right, and you build that up. It starts clean, and then you kick the distortion on, and the band kind of builds it up. And then when Fred says "fly," in a sense, then you're full distortion mode, and just kind of jamming it out however you feel fit, for this part. But if you want to make it sound heavier, you can always add in like a power chord, at the end or whatever. Try to add in power chords. It always just makes it sound a little bit heavier. But that is the bridge. And again, it's really not that hard. It's that open, 7, 5, open, 5, 7, open, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, open, 1, 3, 1. Or for the second half, instead of the 1, 3, 1, you got that 1st fret. So not too bad. And then right after that, you go back to that chorus, which is the. Right, and then we have the outro. So what is the outro? The outro, it's 3rd fret power chord. Okay, and we're actually the outro, now that I'm thinking about it, it's literally just. So it's 3rd fret power chord to an open. So kind of like the intro in a sense, or the chorus. So. And you're just juggling between the 3rd fret and your open on the E. So. Right? So you're just juggling between a 3rd fret power chord and your open strings. And then you finish on that open to a 2nd fret to a 2nd fret, which is just an E minor chord. But you're finishing right there on that, that nice, robust, evil sounding chord of an E minor. So. Outro is. Okay. Thank you guys so much for checking out this guitar tutorial on Limp Bizkit's My Generation. If this helped you out and you were able to learn the song, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and be ready for more future guitar videos. Thanks.